Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to February. Want to get the market update with myself from DLP Realty. And what I want to do is obviously go over everything that's going on in February, what has happened in January, and from the beginning of the year, but also show you some stats and follow-up stats that we've been discussing if you've been following us for the last several months of just how hot this market is going right now. So let me show you what's going on. So rising interest rates reduce house buying power and affordability, but are often a sign of a strong economy. And by any historic standard, today's mortgage rates remain historically low and continue to boost housing buying power and keep purchasing demand robust. So when a lot of people are asking us, hey, what's going to happen in 2021? What's going to go on? Obviously up here in Pennsylvania, we're in the middle of winter, but we have spring that's soon going to be here after all this snow that's going on in the Northeast. But the housing market is absolutely on fire right now because of the housing affordability, your ability, because the interest rates are so low, to have house payments so low. And actually, out of 48 out of the 50 states in the whole entire country, owning properties is actually better than renting right now. So it's an incredible stat. And right now, these are actually numbers from last year. NAR is just bringing all the reports. National Association of Realtors are bringing all the reports. And existing home sales actually totaled 5.64 million in 2020. So even with everything going on with the pandemic, it's still up 5.6% from 2019, which is the most since before the Great Depression, or recession, I should say, back in 2006. An incredible stat of what's going on right now in our markets. And then forecasts of what's going to happen. Right now, transaction forecasts across the country are looking up, meaning that sales are going to continue to climb. Home buyers and home sellers are going to continue to remain here because of the affordability right now with housing. Meaning interest rates just incredibly low right now. And the incredible thing is we're doing this in a market that has almost zero distressed property sales. Literally less than 1% of all home sales are because of a distressed situation. And when housing affordability was at an all-time high back in January 2012, when actually that market crash was at the lowest, meaning that home prices in that recession were actually at the lowest. 2006 to about 2006 to about 2009, huge bubble, huge increases in prices. And then January 2012 was the lowest point that house properties were. And I'm going to show you this in a different graph, but it's incredible that we're having all these sales, all this incredible market increases, and yet there's very little distressed sales out there. And then here's some of our market numbers here in the Lehigh Valley in our local market. And as you can see here, year-to-date average list price to sales price at 99.8%. Really over the last quarter, over the last 3 months, on average, it's been about 100%. You can see 100.1, 100.3, 100%, 99.8%. So literally, when you're out there home shopping, your average sales price to list price is 100%. That means that the day and age of like, hey, we're going to put a lower offer in to get this house is just not the case. Your minimum offer right now should be right at that asking price when you're looking at these properties. Average sales price right now, 100% of market. Now, average sales price, is up 25%. I haven't seen a number like this ever. Huge increases from this time last year. You can see the average sales price in our market, $264,504, compared to last year at $211,000. So over 25% jump in home prices from this time last year. So an incredible number. A lot of sellers right now are taking advantage of this market because of the price increases that have happened. And the inventory of homes available right now, again, very low. I keep saying it month after month after month, and you can see this right here, this decline. Every single month, inventory is continuing to go down. When I met with you guys in January, it was a little bit higher. And when I met with you in December, it was a little bit higher. In November, a little bit higher. At those times, it was all under 1,000. we're going to probably see next month when the report comes out for February that homes have actually hit below 500 500 homes available in the Lehigh Valley. And incredible number, which is helping drive demand. Obviously, supply and demand is driving the pricing of homes up because of the amount of demand that we're getting right now on the open market. So as you can see here, inventory of homes significantly declined since last year, has been declining over the last several years, as you can see here, but at an all-time low, as you can see. Now, what we're going to see over the course of time, and what a lot of the experts are predicting right now, is, as you can see here, mortgage interest rates have been plummeting, absolutely plummeting. They're at one of the lowest points in the history of mortgage interest rates, I should say. But there's a lot of experts in here that are saying there's going to be some slight increases over the course of this year and into the spring of 2022. You can see this chart here right now. And what that means is that the economy is going to start to strengthen and interest rates might climb back up. Now, if you see here, they're not shooting back up like a V. They're not going right back up, causing crazy amounts of panic. But what ends up happening is when this evens out, this will bring a little bit less affordability onto the home, and what I mean, or into the market. And what I mean by that is right now, because of how low the interest rates are, your monthly mortgage payment is very low. Very low. And you can see it in this chart. Now, this is average. This is across the country right now. And this does not include taxes, insurance, all of that. And this is assuming that you pay a 20% down payment. But so this is just your principal and interest. But if you take all that into consideration and even it all out, you can see here during the housing bubble in 2006, your payments were very high, prices were very high, and interest rates were higher. The interest rates were like between 6 and 7% at that time. And you can see your monthly payment was about $1,309. Then, like I said earlier in my slides, January 2012 was the lowest of housing prices. Now, interest rates, if you remember, were a little bit higher. You can actually see that on this previous slide. Interest rates were actually very high at that time as well. But because of how low and how much distress was in that market as far as distressed sales, the average payment was a lot lower at that time. We're not going to see that in our market right now, but you can see this right now that we have very high prices. Prices, like I said, 25% increase since this time last year, yet interest rates are so low, which makes this housing affordability the best it's been in the last couple of years. And why is that? Because of the interest rates and everything going on. So what this is telling me is that, yes, now is the time to buy, because your housing affordability, because these interest rates are so low, is an incredible time to buy, because your payments would look like this right now. Now, one of the things that everybody's fighting for is, where will listings come from in 2021? What is going on in this market? Jonathan, you're telling me that inventory is at an all-time low. There's 500 some homes on the market. When a home hits the market, it's not a matter of when it's gonna, or if it's gonna sell. It's a matter of, all right, how many offers are you gonna get on that property? How much above asking price is that home gonna go for on this open market? But then what a lot of people are asking is, where am I gonna go? Where, if I list my house today, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? What am I going to see? So here's some insights right now that are coming in from 2021. So a lot of people are going to feel comfortable listing their home during the first half of 2021. Others are going to wait until the vaccines are widely distributed. And so what this says is that we don't know what this early spring market is going to do. We are working with a lot of home sellers that are saying, hey, yeah, we are comfortable with moving forward, but we want to know where to go. So we'll address that and how we solve that here at DLP Realty. But as these vaccines go out and they're widely distributed and more people get vaccinated, we will see an uptick in inventory, because that is one of the main things that people are concerned with right now. The other thing is that people that have work at home situations right now are going to have a true understanding and expectation from their employer of what work from home looks like. They'll understand, hey, are they allowed to be in the office a little bit more than they are right now? Or they'll have clarity on how often they can stay at their house for work. If they have 100% work, a lot of times, hey, maybe that time is now that you can move to a different area that makes more sense for you. So there's a lot of things going on right now in this market, from work at home and getting clarity around that work at home right now. That's going to be one aspect. And then the other aspect is, and this is one of the surveys that was sent out nationwide, for why people just did not want to list their home in 2020, or they just didn't put their house on the market. And a lot of it was around uncertainty. They had uncertainty of just what was happening in their life at the time, financial uncertainty, meaning that, hey, they don't know what's going to happen in their employment, whether they have to work at home, whether they can go into the office, what that looks like, as well as where are they going to go? What does that home search look like? And also just COVID-19 health concerns, having people actually entering into their homes, the places that they are currently living in before they actually move. A lot of concerns around that. And that's what a lot of things have been coming in back. So this has been the news. We were actually just on WFMZ last night as well in the news. So this is one of our solutions. As you know, at DLP, we're solution focused, and we're always looking at ways of how can we help people move into their next home. So one of the things that we have is what's called our Lease Back program, where we're actually able to have you sell your home and then lease your home back from us, in order for you to continue to search for your dream home. But what this allows you to do is it allows you to become liquid. And when you're liquid, which means that you've sold your home and you're waiting to find that dream home as it comes up, we're going to help you go hunt that home down. We're going to go out there, find all your wants and needs. We'll go out there, we'll door knock, we'll find that house for you. But the main thing is that you got to be liquid. You have to have the ability to move immediately and or at least act upon that offer. A lot of people out there, they don't want to take a home sale contingency. They don't want to wait for the sale of your home. They don't want all the uncertainty that's out there. As you just saw, there's a lot of just uncertainty in general that people don't take action on. This lease back program helps that completely, because what we're able to do is we're able to come in, give you a cash offer on your home, allow you to remain in your home, flexible terms, whether it's 4 months, 2 years, doesn't matter on that. But we can do that and allow you to then remain in the home and then make that decision over time here. So it really, really helps with that. The other thing, that this does is people don't understand right now. There's fear in the market. They don't know when to put their house on the market. They feel that, hey, again, it's not a matter of if it's going to sell, it's the matter of when is it going to sell and when do I need to get out. And a lot of people have the fear of putting their house on the market because they don't know where they're going to go. They haven't found that home on Zillow. They're on the market all day long and they think that everything's on Zillow, and if they sell now, they'll end up homeless. It's not the case. We have ability to keep you in the home. We have the ability through our lease back program to keep you in your home. You don't have to move twice. You don't have to deal with the closing twice. Do all those hassles from the lease back program. If we sell in the open market, hey, we have suitable housing clauses that keep you in there, help you out there. But then the one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that Zillow and Realtor.com and all those other websites that are out there, they don't have every single listing that is out there. And you're like, John, well, I thought Zillow is like the biggest out there. Realtor.com has all that stuff. It's not the case. There's a lot of shadow inventory that is out there. We know, and we've been doing this for 10 plus years now, we know who the sellers are that are out there. And so what we do is we have a lot of inventory on our back end that we cannot advertise because those homeowners, they're also looking for another property. And we're not allowed to just publicly go out there and say, hey, this house is ready to go. This is what's going on. Yet, we do have that inventory. We know who those people are. So what you need to do is you need to go to dlpelitebuyer.com, sign up through there. And what it will do is you'll be able to work with one of our agents. They'll be able to walk you through the list. Again, it's not a list that we can just share out there with everybody. We will walk you through that list. And to give you some perspective of what this list looks like, again, there's a little over 500 homes available in the open market already. You just saw that earlier in the slides of such low inventory. There's over 100 properties available right now on this list in order to provide you access to. And what we do is we reach out to those homeowners. We know their interest. We know when they're looking to sell. We know all of that, and we match you up. We match you up with them. The beautiful thing about matching up with those homeowners on the back end here is you don't have to deal with the competition. You don't have to deal with, hey, this house just hit the market. Now I need to jump in my car. I need to go see that property, or hey, I need to go give a blind offer. Meaning I'm going to write a full price cash offer on this property, or I'm going to write an offer contingent upon my home selling. I'm going to do all this, and I haven't even seen the house. That your stress levels are high. Then there's 20 other cars lined up ready to see that house. They have 16 other offers on the home, and you are in heavy, heavy competition. It's nothing anybody wants to go through because of all that hassle. Imagine having access to off-market properties, being able to negotiate on different terms, and get what both parties want: a seamless, easy, hassle-free transaction. We'll still get you top dollar. We'll still get you the best deal possible out there on both ends. But at the end of the day, you want access to convenience because you know how big of a struggle it is. So what we do, again, go to dlpelitebuyer.com, sign up for it, take a look at it. We will get you access to that coming soon inventory, that off-market stuff, the stuff that you're not going to see on Zillow, on Realtor.com, the stuff we just can't even show you unless you're with us and working with us. Because, hey, we have that. We can match up home buyers and home sellers all of the time. And the other thing is, if you're a home seller, reach out to us. Because at the end of the day, what we have is, all of our different options. We can get you the maximum amount of money on your home. We can give you a lease back program. We can give you a guaranteed sale offer. We can give you an immediate cash offer. But the one thing that comes with this is the no risk home sale, the coming soon property, meaning that you have no risk. We want to know anybody that's even thinking about selling their home. Why? Because we have so many buyers that have the flexibility to move when you want to move. They have the flexibility to wait for you if that's the case that needs to happen. We have home buyers that can move at the drop of a dime. We have all of those different scenarios that you might need. It's not about, hey, let's just stick your house in the open market, see how many maximum bids you can get. A lot of it comes down to some of the timing that I just talked about, where you don't know where you're going. You need to figure that out and still have the comfort, and also know that nothing is at risk. You're not at risk at being homeless. You're not at risk at losing a very qualified buyer. You're not at risk of putting your family in jeopardy because of everything that you're going through with the home selling process. We make it very, 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 very easy for you. So I'm going to end it there. February, it's crazy to say. I mean, we're in the middle of winter. There's 30 some inches of snow out there. I think we're getting like 5 to 8 inches tomorrow, they said. But the market is hot. People are out there. But the biggest thing, like I said, is getting the home buyers and home sellers to connect and be able to see what's going on there. And our job is here to educate you guys of everything that's going on in that marketplace and let you know it's okay. There are other ways than just the traditional sale of, hey, we'll stick the sign in the yard, put the lockbox on the property, take beautiful pictures of it, and get you that maximum dollar. We all do that. We can make all that happen. It's the uniqueness and all of the conveniences of everything else that we're here to help provide to you. So make it a great day, and I'll catch everybody next month.